Yeah, we find her, the beautiful girl we've been missing. We wanna have her kissing. We find her, now we in love. Say go so, the remix.
DMB, Tux Bites, remix.
Now if I had to lose you like a bad phone connection, I'd change my game to get a better reception. Sit back, let's start this interaction. Don't fight the feelings, just a chain reaction. Your heart won't give you the wrong instructions. Like my GPS, yes I got the right direction. We gotta merge together like a road intersection. Last stop is gonna be my love and affection. I ain't like the mother dudes, they wanna call you shorty, but I'ma call you a beautiful girl. I took your picture home, my mama saw it, she's a very, very beautiful girl. I wanna put you in my video, cause you're so beautiful. You're a beautiful girl. So when you hear us in your radio, turn up your stereo. It's beautiful girl.
Gotta find a shorty, what's worth of a lady. It's nice but maybe doesn't look like 40. It's taking a little time. I wasn't seeing no signs, any traces of my baby. Who's gonna be my baby? But I thought I'm gonna take my time. But then it took a long fine eye. I saw a shorty passing by. She's got this very pretty smile. It was right at the bus station. I tried to make a conversation, holding her arms, feeling so tough. I felt this sensation. It's been a while that I've been trying to find a beautiful girl. Now I realize I found me a beauty, beautiful girl. She's a model, she's so fine. I just wanna take it by beautiful girl. Sparkling eyes, a killing eye. I found me a beautiful girl.
My wish came true when I saw you, girl. God must have blessed me with your beauty, girl. Looking so right from your head to your toe. Shaped like a cocoa bottle with a smile of a queen. My queen to be, you my destiny. Got a body of a goddess with your beauty. I'm impressed and I'm never in distress. Come on over and be mine. Been searching for a man and now all the cats keep looking to mine. With a sexy walk and a sexy talk, she must be from a planet called the sexy world. I know I ain't tripping, better yet I'm thinking put a ring on the finger, we look good together. Take your place in my heart with your beauty. I'ma say that I'll never turn away. Who would think I'm in love?
Such the way she smiles at me just really makes me weak. The way she speaks to me just really make me go so weak. Keep staring in her eyebrows. All I kept on saying is wow. Your beauty shines on breezy night. All I really want in my life. Oh yeah. It's been a while that I've been trying to find a beautiful girl. Fine, brown eyes. I found me a beauty, beautiful girl. She's my model, she's so fine. I just wanna take it, beautiful girl. Sparkling eyes, killing tight. I found me a beautiful girl. Yeah, beautiful girl. One beautiful girl, yeah. Beautiful girl.
Damn. Money, you seen her? Hot Ice, have you seen her? LP, have you seen her? I'ma go over to Tux Bites. I know you probably seen her. He has a lot of beautiful girls with him. Tux, it's DMB, baby. Look,
Beautiful.
I look for a while, but I can't seem to find a beautiful girl so I can make her mine. Time after time I've been searching for a while, but every girl I meet never seems worthwhile. What can I do? I pray to God for an answer. I feel pains in my heart like cancer, and when I find her, I'm gonna romance her. Lace up with presents and gifts, call me Santa Claus. I make a heartbeat pause. That's my girl, homeboy, not yours. The girl of my dreams, she's more than I ever thought. Show me Aston Kutcher, I think I'm getting punked. She's what I really want, so I'ma go get her. Since I'm a go getter, you know I'm gon' get her. And I will give her the world, anything for my beautiful girl.
Psych. Ooh, it's been a while that I've been trying to find a beautiful girl. Fine, brown eyes. I found me a beautiful girl. She's my model, she's so fine. I just wanna take it. Beautiful girl. Sparkling eyes, killing tight. I found a beautiful girl.
Girl, it's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.
All right. What's going on? Hello. Welcome back. All right. So this is a pop-up. It's a pop-up. It's a complete pop-up. But I see this trending on the internet. And honestly, I didn't plan to come back late until Monday. Okay. But I saw this trending right now. And I'm getting ready to head out. And I was like, you know what? This is very important. I need to speak to this right away. We're talking about the story of ACHRAF Hakimi. And I titled this Fake Defense and Offense in Marriage. Okay, ACHRAF Hakimi, I'm going to try to bring you up to speed very quickly. I think, footballer? A soccer player, not, the other football. A soccer player, Morocco, something like that. But, there's a divorce going on, and I see a bunch of lame modern men having a lot of comments around this. And I need to tackle this as soon as possible. Right now, we need to nip it in the bud, right? We need to nip it in the bud. Listen, gentlemen, pay attention to me. You're going to have a lot of women, a lot of modern women. Yes, they are modern too. They will be empathizing with you and say, yeah, that's not fair. It's not right. He has the right to pray. They'll be saying things like that. But, brotherly, let me tell you, you go collect. Big time. If you're going in that same line of thought, you need to be very, very careful because, again, the reality is that you're responsible for your own life. You're responsible for protecting yourself in a holistic way, not just in a lame way like most people are saying right now. You need to protect yourself. Hey, Brother Patrick, good to see you. This is a quick pop-up. Good to see you. All right, so let me dive into this story really quickly. I'm going to dive into just what I know at this point in time. What I can tell you is that it's trendy. I don't know what this guy was before, but I know what the story is about. It's about divorce. It's about alimony. It's about child support. It's about splitting money half and half once a marriage is over. That's what this is about. Please help me hit that like button and share and subscribe as we're talking about this. I'm going to share my screen right now so we can talk about this really quickly and get to it. Everything, 99% of what you're hearing out there right now is not going to protect you, gentlemen. Okay, that's not going to protect you. Hiding your money, hiding your assets with your mother is not going to protect you. That's just stupid. If you think that will protect you, you're just being straight up stupid. If you think that's going to protect you, especially if you're a man of caliber and you have, that's not going to protect you. Just so you know, nothing around that same it's going to protect you. You need to be guided. You need to be protected. You need to be able to think. You need critical thinking right now. Okay, and I think this is important because this kind of rhetorics are going viral and more viral, and some people are cruising with it, but in reality some people are believing what they think they are seeing. All right, so I'm going to read that story really quickly so I can bring us up to speed in about 2 minutes, and then I'll share with you what I want to share with you with regards to this story. Okay. All right. So here we go. It's ACHRAF Hakimi has reportedly managed. Let's see. Who is he? This is the title from Skeeter. There's another one I'm seeing here. ACHRAF Hakimi relies on his mother to save fortunes So obviously, these footballers, these soccer players, they make tons and tons of money every single month, weeks, obviously, especially in the Europe, right? He relies on his mother to save fortunes from ex-wife Hiba Abuk after divorce following rape charges against him. So what I just heard, I was just hearing that on Clubhouse that apparently there's somebody he was playing with somebody's Bekus, and then the person filed charges. The case is still in court, and basically the wife, the lady you're looking at right now, she decided to file for divorce. Okay, and I want to make sure I'm not misquoting anything here. Okay, so but all of this following rape charges. Okay, but let's read up into this a little bit. ACHRAF Hakimi has reportedly managed to find a loophole. Is this a real loophole? If that money can be traced back to you, it is not a loophole. Let's not be stupid. It is not a loophole. You just need a very, very strong interest. Not just her interest, but also the interest of good lawyers. All of that money will be traced back. They will retrieve all of it and you will lose everything. Particularly because you're trying to hide, okay? Let's be guided, okay? When you're cruising and you're enjoying all of this, let's be guided. There are better ways to protect yourself. The number one way to protect yourself from marriage is don't get married. Now, if you must marry, there are rules you have to play by. That means you're bringing another human being into your life, right? That means sometimes some things are not going to seem fair. In love and war, all is fair. This is how you need to be thinking, gentlemen. This is how you need to be thinking. You need to be thinking in terms of power. Okay? You need to be thinking in terms of power beyond tangibles. If you're thinking only at the surface level, if you lack critical thinking, you're going to get finessed by this system. Not women in particular, because women are just women, not just, but women. They are women. There are people that have their vested interest in taking all your money away from you beyond just her. There are lawyers involved. The more they can get from you, the more they can get paid. Okay, so they're professionals. They know what to say to her, even if she wants to protect you. Some of these ladies, they're married to you, they have children with you, they might even attempt to protect you. They have more than enough friends, vested interest, friends, lawyers that will say, no, it's your right. Like, no, don't think of it that way. You're going to need this kind of money to maintain your lifestyle, right? So it's not just her. If you keep thinking it's her that's out to get you, you will continue to collect. Especially now, more so than ever before. Okay? And if you think you're going to pretend that you're not a person who wants marriage, you have another thing coming for you. Okay? But let's keep going. ACHRAF Hakimi has reportedly managed to find a loophole to save his assets in the divorce from his wife, Hiba Abuk. The PSG star has nothing big under his name. He has nothing under his name. It doesn't mean it's a matter of who earned that money, okay? And most of his fortunes are saved under his mother's name. That's arm's length, okay? That's family member, okay? At least tell me something like, okay, we've hidden the money in bitcoins. We've hidden the money in strange countries that really doesn't exist. Say something like that. Not mother. The mother is, you might as well just leave it in your account. This is being stupid if you're celebrating this today. This is literally just surface levels. There's no better way to tell me that you're just really another gullible modern man. That's just terrible, okay? If that's how you're thinking right now. Anyway, and most of his fortunes are saved under his mother's name. Reports in France claim that 80% of PSG star's salary goes to his mother. His salary, money he earned, went straight to his mother for what? For services? For helping take care of him? If it's not written in some type of services that was offered or something like that, they can get all that money. Okay, it's too early to be celebrating. Okay, this is not a way to protect yourself. This is fake defense. Okay, and even if this worked, you're only protecting yourself financially. Okay, because there's a reason why you got married. You fell in love with this person. You married them. So you're not exactly protecting your heart, and you're not protecting your children, and you're not protecting other men that you'll be regurgitating nonsense to. Okay, because now they will think, oh yeah, that's a good way to protect, and they'll go and make the same mistake, and it's just straight stupid. Okay, you're hurting yourself in that same breath. He keeps the rest of the 20%, and that has helped the footballer save a lot in the divorce settlement. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work, okay? All right, so Hiba revealed that the couple were in the middle of a divorce when she released a public statement backing. Let me make sure we're not getting noise in our microphone. We released a public statement backing Hakimi last month. Okay. When she released a backing Hakimi last month, Hiba revealed that the couple were in the middle of a divorce. The PSG star was accused of rape, but the actress believes the accusations were false. However, she did hint that it was the final straw. Okay, so she said she believed the accusations were false, but you can collect. Exactly. If you're moving reckless, right? If you're moving reckless, you will collect. Even your wife that's defending you in public, at some point she'll be like, well, can I deal with this? Am I able to deal with this? Brother Patrick says, marriage is an institution. Anytime you appear before the president of a university, it's either you are getting an award or getting kicked out, losing all. There's no way around it. In love and war, all is fair because, again, you decided to want to do life with another person. The number one way to avoid or protect yourself is don't get married. See? Just don't get married. If you're going to get married, everything is up for grabs. Okay? That's the reality. Okay? Go and ask people that have even prenups thrown out. Even if that prenup is really good, right? It protects you financially. That's it. When you chop premium breakfast, you chop them well, you need to. Okay? You're not going to avoid any of this. Hey, Natsu, good to see you. You don't say, yeah, I don't get notifications from IG. Sorry. I don't get notifications from IG. I'll drop the link really quickly. We're going to be very quick with this one. All right. Let's see here. Let me continue here. So, however, she did hint that it was the final straw. Yeah, a woman who loves you, who really is in a very bad place, she will say things like, no, the accusation is false, but she's going to move on, right? She's going to move on, and she's going to, try to be fair. Most women will try to be fair when they get to court if you're not being nasty with them. But if you're being nasty with them, there's more than enough mouth in their ears. They call them lawyer liars. Yeah, it's your right. You're going to need all that money. No, don't worry. He's a man. He's going to get all that money back. There will be more than enough friends, public opinions that will say, no, take what you can take because you never know, right? You're going to need to maintain that lifestyle, even if she doesn't want to. It's not just about her, right? So you think some of these lawyers will know that you left money with your family, your mother, literally, your mother, right? And they won't come up with ways to take all that money away from you. You're even making matters worse for yourself. Okay? However, she did hint that it was the final straw. This is a quote from her. The accusations are false. He is calm and is making himself available to the authorities. This was what she was saying before now that she's trying to file for divorce. And then they found out that all the money is with the mother. Yeah. It was about the topic. Oh, okay. After having taken the decision to legally separate and to stop living together whilst awaiting the divorce procedure, which you can imagine, on top of the pain brought about by the separation, as well as having to accept the sadness that the failed project, which I gave my body and soul brings, I was supposed to face up to this disgraceful act. Explaining her decision to take the time to get into the right mindset before talking, she added, and I quote, I needed time to come to terms with this shock. This is the wife talking, right? Ex-wife to be. One must trust the legal process, especially considering this is a public statement. Just imagine how she feels on the inside, right? Imagine how much emotions is raging through this woman, right? Especially considering, I see you, Nacho, I'm coming to you. Especially considering the gravity of the accusation. Nonetheless, in my life, I always have been and always will be on the side of victims. Okay. ACHRAF Hakimi, having a tough time off the pitch, was accused of raping a woman in France in February. This was in February. I didn't know this guy, but if it's about marriage, it's come on my radar. The woman approached the police for help, but was reluctant to press charges. She was reluctant to press charges. Majority of victims will be reluctant because it involves them being dragged publicly, right? It's always a difficult thing for them to do. Okay. Before the prosecutors went ahead with the case. So if the authority know about it, they can still press charges. Again, all this stuff you call it loophole. Yes, it's good for him to protect. Maybe you saw some things coming. I'm hearing all kind of gibberish nonsense, right? Gentlemen, I'm more concerned about the lessons that you need to learn from this as we move forward, okay? There are better ways to protect yourself. It's actually involved much more soft life, easier life. All this, I want to hide assets all over the place and only protect you financially. And for what I'm hearing, you're not only concerned about being hurt financially. A lot of you chop premium breakfast and you're butt hurt and you're having a hard time learning the actual skill set that you need to learn. These are the real issues, okay? Even if you protect all your money, the fact that you try to create a whole family with another person and they just pull the rug from under you affects you emotionally. Prenup cannot protect you from that, okay? Prenup will not protect all the people you're going to be teaching all the wrong lessons to. It's not going to protect them. You're going to become a toxic person in the street of internet and teaching all the wrong lessons. That you're going to be advising people to go into a marriage with people they don't trust. Protect yourself before. No, if you feel the need to do that, avoid marriage altogether. It's pointless because you will be looking over your shoulder every time. You will hurt other people involved. Okay? Be careful. The woman approached the police for help, but was reluctant to press charges before the prosecutors went ahead with the case as they were determined to get to the bottom of it. Prosecutors get paid off of making a name out of putting you away for life. Don't get it twisted. Okay? There are much more vested interest in destroying your life than just your woman intentionally trying to destroy your life. You need to have critical thinking around this stuff, gentlemen, especially now as we move forward. We have lawyers that don't know what they're talking about. And they're on this internet street teaching the wrong things in terms of defense. And they have nothing to teach you with regards to playing offense when it comes to marriage, when it comes to building a successful marriage. They have nothing to teach you. The only thing they're going to share with you is how to protect yourself. If you feel that badly about protecting yourself, stay away from marriage altogether. Hakimi's mother has also claimed that the charges are false and that she's confident that her son is innocent. The PSG star has also denied the claims, but is yet to release a statement directly. All right, so let me bring Natu here really quickly so we can discuss this really quickly before we continue. Natu, how you doing?
I full ground. The moment I saw it, I just sent you an inbox. I'm like, MOP, did you see this? Did you see this? You need to cover it. And then I checked and I saw a lot. I'm like, oh, he's online. And I checked and I saw you were discussing it.
Yeah.
So what is his mom saying that he's innocent of?
You said what?
His mom is saying he's innocent of what?
Of the rape charges. All of this started with the rape charge. The wife is filing divorce now, but the wife now found out that all of his assets are in the mother's name. That's what modern men is celebrating today.
First of all, the guy and his mom, both of them are fraudsters. That's number one. Number two,
another case brewing altogether.
Yeah. Number two, if you have to do that, why are you married in the first place? If there's a need for you to do that, there's no need.
Why are you punishing yourself, gentlemen?
Yes. There's no need.
You never have to be married.
Nope. You didn't have to.
You never have to have kids. You never have to be married. If you go and have kids too, child support will drag you woto too. If you don't know how to maintain your household.
If you do this because you don't want to give the woman the money, you will pay you pay a big sum of money to lawyers to be able to maintain this path that you've chosen. So you have to pay them a huge amount of money for them to keep defending your life.
To protect all that money that you're trying to siphon away, you're going to pay more money.
You're still losing. You're not winning. You're not winning anyway. So if you feel like you're trying to teach her a lesson, now it's two things for me. I'll play the devil's advocate and I'll play the woman's side, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
If probably in the whole time that they were married, he was figuring that the woman did not like him, she was
Mm-hmm.
doing it because she wants to use him, and
Right.
that's why he did that.
That part, right?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Let's say that you were smelling something and you wanted to protect yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So why didn't you take yourself out of the whole situation in the beginning and be like, you know what, I don't feel she loves me, she's here for a month. Okay, you know what, let everybody just go. If
Yeah.
you do this because you want to do that, and I think it was on a TV show that we talk about in-laws.
Yeah.
If you have to do this, and then your mom, a woman like that woman feels it's okay, there's something
Mm-hmm.
wrong. You now
Yeah.
understand that there's something wrong with his foundation, like Gabadaya, like Hausa people will say.
Mm.
Like in general, his foundation is just faulty.
The foundation is
If
faulty.
yes, because his mom is enabling this act.
Yeah.
His mom is enabling this act. If that was her daughter, would she have supported that? No, no, she wouldn't have supported that. So,
So
but
so
because
now
it's your
he's moved.
son,
He's moved around so recklessly that now, they it's broke. His whole family is broken up now. And then he's gonna have to spend all this energy on protecting the money.
and
Not only
defended,
that, at the
yes,
same time
yes.
defending his reputation. And
Do you know how much? Do you know how much that will cost you? I'm not talking about monetary value. I'm talking about emotional, mental, and even
mm-hmm,
physical value. Places that you have to be, what you have to do, bro. It's too much work. I'll just share
it's
the
too
money with
much
you
work now.
tomorrow.
Why are you punishing
It's too
yourself
much work.
like this,
There's no
gentlemen?
need for that. There's really no need for that. That's why I tell you that marriage has been misplaced. Marriage
Hmm.
has been idolized. People don't have even priorities. People just want to get married because people are getting married and it's cute.
Hmm.
But if
Yeah.
you ask a lot of people why they're married today, they don't know why they're married.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this whole I was shocked when I saw it. I'm like, bro, you
Did
have
you
to go
know?
through this
Did you know
many.
this guy before? Do you follow soccer like that?
Nope,
Oh,
nope.
okay.
I follow soccer, but I was not like really aware of who he was like that.
Not like that. Yeah.
Since I moved to the States, I've been like a little bit off soccer, a little bit.
Mm.
But another point that I have again, and this is where it comes to the lesson that we speak to women all the time:
Yeah.
develop yourself, develop yourself, develop yourself. Either you develop yourself before you get into the marriage, develop yourself while you're in the marriage, or either, or because at the end of the day, nobody gets married and wants to be out of the marriage. Let's say
Yeah.
something happened. You understand what I'm saying? Your
Yeah.
spouse probably passes away or loses his job or something happened and
Mm-hmm.
funds are not coming. At least you have something to maintain the family. I was just watching a podcast now and I
Mm-hmm.
saw Tate Bird was talking about how he and his wife
Right.
were able to survive, and even Kevin State was talking how they had to survive on his wife's salary to be able to get things around and get to where they are today. But
Hmm.
because these women kept evolving and developing themselves, that's why they were able to do that. But women are so interested in being that trophy wife, the wife
Mm-hmm.
of this person. I said it all the time. I don't know
Look
when
at
the day
look
gets
at look at
masculine.
look at what's trending though. Mommy's boy. So anyone can be called. Shout out to Gorex. Gorex, I see you. Anyone can be called mommy's boy. But this,
Yeah.
but it's not a compliment. Just so you know,
No, it's not.
if you are trying to go into marriage, that's not a compliment.
This
Okay.
is mommy's boy Pro Max.
This is, yeah. If you're being accused of mommy boy, listen. There's nothing wrong with loving your mom. Look, is that the mom right there? This boy will go
Yes.
collect. Hey, oh my show.
Yeah.
Anyway, maybe in the country, I don't know what country they're in. Well. But if it's France, it's not going to escape it. And if he escapes it, if you try to go and copy this, you're not going to escape it. You need to, right now, more than ever before, both men and women need to be focused on playing offense when it comes to marriage.
Yes.
You need to be learning the skills of how to win in a marriage. You need to
That's
be,
all.
if all
That's
you're doing,
all.
just like in soccer, right? If all you're doing is playing defense, the best you're going to get is nobody's going to score on you. You're not going to win
That's
in the
right.
league.
You're not gonna win, and then you're not gonna score. You're not gonna
You're not.
score.
Yeah, but this is a marketplace, active marketplace. This is an active game
Yes.
league going on. You
Yeah.
will get kicked out of the game. Somebody's gonna steal your husband. Somebody's gonna steal your wife because you're being
Yeah.
stupid. Because all you're doing is protect. That same castle you're building around yourself will cave in on you. If that's all you're playing,
Let me
just
tell you this. So
Good.
this game would have been different now. This story would have been different if she had had her own money, if she had had her own thing going on, if
Mm-hmm.
she didn't have to worry about where is my own share, because now the whole public eye will be on him. It's gonna be hard for him to get a girl to date because
Yeah.
he's gonna be like on all the women's blacklist. But now because she didn't have anything going for her, she has to fight for that. Oh, I have
Mm-hmm.
to keep up with that. No, I've said it
Yeah.
all the time. I want to marry. I want my husband to have money. I pray my husband to have money, but I also
Right.
want to be a rich wife. I also want to have my own
You
money. I
want
also
to
want to
have
be
your
a
own money. So a lot of the same men that will say they want their wife to be stay home mom and all, they are now saying, so this the point I want to put out of this is there's confusion everywhere. You want a stay at home wife, but you also want her to have her own money. Why can't she make her own money? There's confusion
nah.
everywhere at best. I don't know
They don't
everything,
know what
but
they're saying.
clearly there's confusion everywhere. Shout out to
No,
K Baba.
the reason
Hold
they
on.
say that, right? They want to
Mm-hmm.
stay at home wife and they want her to make her own money because they don't want to be involved with all these school runs and the kids hustle and puzzle, everything that you have to do about the kids, you have to be here, you have to be here. And they
You
want
talk
her to do
about
all of that.
you
And
talk about modern men, or you're talking about real men? Which one?
all of the all of them, the ones talking about I want to stay at home wife and I want to make her own money.
Yeah.
Because they want her to do all of the things for the house and still not ask them for stuff.
Yeah, that's confusion, and that's not the real
That's what I'm
issue.
saying.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. But because our men are not brought up that way, our men are brought up in the way they feel like provide for the house, pay bills, do this, do that. Don't worry about like the basics, like she needs to do her hair, her nails, get
Mm-hmm.
stuff for herself. That's not really necessary. But you still want her to look good. Like how's that supposed to be?
Yeah, those are the real issues. Let me read K Baba here. Shout out to K Baba. He says, I don't think Akimi entrusted his finances to his mom based on protecting his wealth. If you look at his background, he came from humble beginnings and his mother sacrificed so much. Good point. Now, here's the
Uh,
issue on this particular topic. I'm talking about all the men that are celebrating this as there's some kind of win here, right? There's no win here. Okay? There's no win when you lose your family
Allah,
ever.
sorry to interject. Let me tell you
Mm-hmm.
why this doesn't make sense. And I just disagree with that person that said that. If you
Mm-hmm.
are doing that because you come from a humble beginning, now
Mm-hmm.
you're getting married, you're going to have a wife. Your wife is supposed to be your wife's protector, you're supposed to be her provider. You understand
So,
what I'm
so what
saying?
they're saying is that
And
what if she turn around and this happened and she's trying to
no,
take
no,
all
no, no,
half
no,
of
hold
it?
on. No, I'm trying to say something.
Mm-hmm.
And if you know that you married her because you really love her, and then you don't think about the future for her. And let's say,
Mm-hmm.
God forbid, you be thinking, okay, what are my plans for? What are the plans for the future for my family? Let me
Mm-hmm.
put stuff in place in case anything happen. Let me have trust. Let me have saving. Let me have investment. So he's
Mm-hmm.
not thinking about that. He's just thinking about stocking money. And that's what brought me to the beginning. Why I said, why did he marry her? Because you have to make sure that your wife is secure. Let's say, God forbid, I fall and die today. What's gonna
Mm-hmm.
happen to my wife? How is she going to be taken care of? Let me put this in her name so that if anything happens, I know she's secure.
So
But you
let,
didn't
let,
think
let me
about that.
let me give you a better picture of where they're coming from. Okay.
Oh man.
Wait. There are okay. What the men are saying. Let me speak for the men for a second. What they are saying is that there's too many divorces going on, right? And a lot of women are coming into marriage without intentions to be committed for life, without intention to actually honor the commitment that they made at those altars. Okay. So because there's so much of it going on, that I want you to understand the beginning of this conversation that's going on today, right? Which is why I'm discounting K Baba's comments too. Like background, beginning or any of that kind of stuff, right? Good. If that was the situation, good. But these men that are on the internet celebration right now today, there's a lot of comments on the internet right now today, right? They are coming from a place of like, good for these women. Like, protect your money, right? So on one side, they are calling him a mommy's boy, right? On the other side, people are talking about marriage and divorce right now today, right?
So
Not
they're
part.
getting married to get divorced?
Thank you. Not about Akimi's intentions, but more so about these modern lame men thinking they are actually protecting themselves if they follow this path. That's what I'm addressing. I don't know this guy. I've never seen his name before. I could care less about what his intentions was, right? I'm telling you, if you think you're protecting yourself by playing defense when it comes to marriage, the only thing you're going to be is a loser. Because in any game
Yep.
in life, if all you do is play defense, how to protect myself, I understand where you're coming from. I understand that you feel like there's so many divorces and you should protect yourself. What I'm telling you is that you are actually hurting yourself by playing only defense. The best thing you can do is stay out of the game, including don't have children, okay? Because if you have children, it's
Or
the
like
same thing.
you know why they always say for people to stay truthful? Because it's easier for you to defend the truth than defend a lie. Because you have to keep up making up lie to be defending that. It takes too much. It is
Exactly.
too much. It is too much.
Watch this comment
Too
right
much
here.
work.
Let's look at some of this comment. This is but from a Wesley. Hakimi has proven by by actions to many of us that the woman you are dating or you're married will never be your relative. Only your mother. See what they're teaching you. This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Why would you go and marry a person that you don't have intentions to become your relative? Why would you do that to yourself? Why would you have
Exactly.
kids with a person you have no
That you don't love.
intentions of making them
Yes.
your relative by way of
Yes.
nuptials, like marriage, right? Why would you ever it's stupid. See, you're shooting yourself on the legs by starting with that statement right there, right? By making your mother over your wife, you're putting that woman on defense. She's going to play defense. Now you end up in a marriage where it's just competition everywhere, right? She will try to protect yourself. She will try to steal money from you. You will end up, you want to keep your eyes on the bag, right? You will end up attracting women that are only there for your money, right? Even though that's exactly what you're trying to avoid. See, that's why I call it fake defense. The only way to avoid this, the only defense you can play here is don't marry, don't have children. If you have
Okay now.
an innate need, right? From your background, we just happen to marry. We just love marriage. If you are a true marital simp inside of you, you just want to marry. You're fantasizing about marriage, right? Like the rest of us, okay? Then there are new rules you need to learn. You're not going to get away by listening to stupid talking points from people like Wesley on the internet. You're going to hurt yourself effectively because even when your woman means well, like Natu, clearly, right? If they mean well, when they
Right.
get in a place of pain, right? And they found out that you've been hiding 80% of all that money away, there's going to be
Yep.
lawyers talking in their ears, friends, internet
Yep.
talking in their ears, our own pain that she just went through because she just found out that potentially you might just have raped somebody, right? So she's hurt too, right? Remember the
Yes.
vindictive behavior we talked about yesterday. People don't just say, I want to be vindictive. They just find themselves in that emotional space and they feel like there's nothing else to live for and they just want to hurt the person that hurt them, right? When they get into that space, yes, she could have loved you authentically in the beginning, but in this space right now, love is the last thing we're talking about. Her whole
That's
life
right.
had been destroyed. She's not thinking about doing the right thing. You didn't think about doing the right thing, obviously, because you were touching somebody's speckles to the point that you're now being accused of rape, right? There's a lot going on there. It's not as simple as defending yourself by hiding money away. If you're in the Western world, all that money is no longer yours because you can't enjoy it because you're hiding it clearly, right? You can't enjoy it. Prenup is cute. Prenup only defends you financially. It does not defend your heart. That heart you're opening up for all that. It doesn't defend it. You're gonna be your feelings are gonna be hurt because she decided she wants divorce because in your worst space. How do they say that, right? When you're on the ground,
But
she's kicking you.
yeah,
That's how you're going to feel, right?
like you remember yesterday I said if you immerse your woman in love, you don't have to worry about all of these things because you know that you locked her down. But because he knows that he has not been man enough, he's not been doing what he's supposed to do. That's why he's scared and he's doing what he's doing. But bro, who talks about divorce when you're madly in love? Where does
Yeah.
that even come to play? You don't think about that. You don't think about in case if she leaves me when you have
There's
put a
nobody
log
that's
of love
madly in
around her.
love that wants to leave you,
No.
right?
So people are not getting that point.
A wife who is in love with you does not want to leave you. So,
Where are we?
exactly. If she's no longer in love with you, then we need to address that point, right? If you're marrying a person that's not in love with you, or you're not capable of detecting if somebody's in love with you, we need to address that, right? Again, You never know. I get it. You want to protect yourself. Please sign a prenup by all means. Okay. But the only thing that protects when it comes to you is financially. It doesn't protect, in fact, the most important part of this conversation, which is your emotions, yeah, like the fact that your butt hurt. It doesn't protect you from that. It doesn't protect anything else outside of finances, right? And if you understand anything about money, money comes and goes anyway, right? It doesn't mean you shouldn't protect it. It just means you should be aware that it comes and goes, right? That's all it means. Gorek says exactly, not all women intended to be committed till the end. You're helping them in the same direction of that thought. Like I said in the beginning of this stream, most women are going to have empathy for you, right? They're not going to be able to share with you at a deeper level what I'm sharing with you. Most women, if not all, if they're hurt, they will hurt the people that hurt them. If they feel hurt, they will hurt you because they are hurt, right? That's the bottom line. Not just women. Human beings in general hurt people, hurt people. That doesn't mean they never loved you. That doesn't mean they never intended to stay in the marriage to the end. What I'm telling you is that people's feelings and emotions is king. They might have intended well in the beginning, but now they found out that you never loved me. Why are you touching other people's speckles? Imagine the mind of a woman who felt like you betrayed her and you're dragging her through the stuff. Why are we talking about what her intentions was in the beginning? It doesn't matter what her intentions was in the beginning. She's found herself in a space right now that she's probably confused, lost. Their whole life has been turned upside down.
Talking about intentions, back in the days when our parents don't even used to meet themselves to even date, and they used to do arranged wedding. She, the man that now meets that wife, will now work hard towards winning her heart and making her fall in love with him.
Yeah.
In the beginning, that was not her idea. What move did he make? Like, okay, you married her because you love her, or maybe she came because of the money. But what effort did you do?
Yeah.
This is so disgraceful.
So even when crisis happens, I'm not asking him to be perfect.
The mom should be ashamed of herself.
If he touched a woman's speckles or he was hanging out with some ladies as a superstar that he is, and one of them decided to turn around and accuse him, which happens, by the way. I'm not asking him to be perfect, but it's how you respond to crisis that matters in life.
Yes.
It's not about overprotecting yourself from the beginning. For a man. Yes. It's how you respond to crisis. Like right now, she's asked for divorce. How do you protect? You thinking like this, look at another one. Felix says, ACHRAF HAKIMI to the world. Your mother is the only person who will never betray you as a man. This is very, very lame talk. There are mothers that betray their children every time. That's another conversation for another day, but I'll leave that alone. But again, it's a stupid way of thinking you're protecting yourself. You're not protecting anything. Okay? In fact, if anything, you're exposing yourself because you're creating a massive blind spot for yourself.
Yeah, that's exposure. That's like clear exposure. Like the guy is just opening. You know the one that our people will say, breeze blow, foul yash.
This is what, just look at all the comments that's trending. This is why I started Men of Prestige. People are going to self-destruct. Okay? Look at this one. This one says, mother has lived long enough to know these girls are the same. Smartest move I've seen in 2023. I think it's the smartest move. I think it's the dumbest move to be earning all that money and not put together a proper way of protecting that asset. If that's what you're thinking. If you're using your emotions to protect your asset, is the dumbest thing ever. Go ahead. You were saying something. Sorry.
No, I said this is what happened when our people say breeze blow foul yash.
Look at what's trending. Look at what is trending. These are the top most trending. This is what men are. The reason why they are at the top is because somebody is resonating with this and they're hitting likes on it, right? This is the dumbest generation in terms of emotional intelligence. This is the dumbest generation. Go ahead.
I have a question to what Gora said. It said not all women intend to be committed till the end. Why? So why do you start in the beginning if you don't want to be committed till the end?
Yeah. So I wouldn't even say why. That's a good question, but I wouldn't say why. I'll be like, why am I worried about women that don't intend to be committed to the end? Why am I worried about such women? We know them; they exist. Why am I worried about that? The only thing as a man you should be worried about is God gives you discernment so that you can filter such human beings away. That still goes back on you. If you're not able to discern and know women that are not committed, or if you put yourself in a position where you're using money to buy love, right? Yeah, of course you will attract women that are not going to be committed for life. But I'm not talking about those kind of women. I'm talking about normal women who intended to be there, but they find themselves in a situation where their husband has been accused of rape, and now they're confused and lost.
Yeah,
And they're
that
now
that
trying
one
to file for
hurts.
divorce, right? And now they
That one
found out you've
hurts.
been hiding 80% of your money. That's what I'm talking about. That's what you need to put, gentlemen. That's what you need to be protecting yourself from an emotional standpoint. Okay, we already know how to protect yourself financially. It's called prenup. You draw up a very good prenup, ironclad as they call it, and that protects you financially. That's it. You're still a loser if that's the only way you feel like protecting yourself. By the way, you're still a loser. Effectively, you will keep your money, but you basically end up losing your family eventually. And if you end up in
Yeah.
child support court, it's the same story.
Losing
It's the same
family,
story all over.
losing trust, losing family, losing trust,
Mm-hmm.
losing trust from your family, from the society in general. Now, which woman wants to date this one now? I'll be like, oh, this
Mm-hmm.
is how this guy is. If
Now
any
look at
woman
this
wants to get
person. Oh.
along with him,
This person has 150,000 followers on Twitter, and they are the one influencing our young men today. These are the
yep,
issues. This is why I started Man of Prestige. Look at what he said again. The love for your from your mother can save you from poverty and bankruptcy.
thunder,
Ashraf is a living proof. This man go
thunder,
collect.
thunder.
Oh Lord. Oh, I'm
It's
trying. Let me
sad.
see.
It's
It's
sad
just
and it's
sad.
sickening.
It's
It's
sad.
sickening, honestly.
It's sad. I know this conversation is going to be deeper than this, Natu, because honestly, I think, again, I don't think women should come into a marriage and come and steal your money. What I am telling you is that that's not what happened. You're disconnected from the root cause of your issues. Okay?
Yep.
There are normal people who got married. They find themselves in a situation. There's lawyers in their ears. They like, okay, the lawyers are designed to protect their interest. The lawyers also want to get paid. The more money they can get out, the more they're going to get paid.
And the more the
So
case keeps going, the more money they make too.
yes. So if you're not thinking at that level, you will end up collecting. If you think I want to avoid marriage, but I'm still going to have kids all over the street. If you're in the Western
You
world,
pay child support.
you will end up in those courts because again, you don't live in a cave, okay?
Let me tell you one true story. I had a friend that came from Nigeria, and anytime I have people that come, I'll tell them to go watch the Maury show,
Mm-hmm.
especially those people that like pickles. I tell them,
Yeah.
be careful because you'll hang for here. So that our friend didn't listen,
Yeah.
and he got this girl pregnant. And he just sent me a message. He said, I know you told me. And I told them, and I said, let me tell you,
Yeah.
before your paycheck comes to you, they're going to take out child support. And they
Yeah.
told it was a joke until it started
Yeah.
happening to them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, this
Yeah.
is not Nigeria where you decide and say, okay, I'll give next month, I'll give end of the year. No, you do not have the privilege to decide that. You
Listen,
don't
not
have
to.
that privilege.
I have to run, right? So if this story continues during the weekend, I might come back during the weekend sometimes to come and
All right,
keep
no problem.
address it. But we'll talk soon, okay? Not to
No problem.
let me bring Chinye up to speed what we're talking about. This guy, Ashraf Hakimi, the wife just filed for divorce, and reportedly they found out that all his money, all his assets has been in his mother's name. So a bunch of lame modern men are on the internet celebrating this right now, thinking, yeah, mommy's boy for the win. And I said, oh, you go collect. You have to wait for the story to all that money is going to be traced back to him, or he's losing effectively in the grand scheme of things. If you feel the need to protect yourself that much from your wife, that you shouldn't be getting married, you're better off staying away from marriage and having children. You will keep all your money, or you can give it to a dog after you die. You are better off. That's what we're talking about today. So again, fake defense, because you're not really defending anything. You're playing defense only. No one will score on you. You're right, but you will still be a loser in the league of life. Okay. Offense is what you need to be learning in marriage. How do you win in marriage is what everyone is disconnected from. No one is talking about that. Both men or women are actively trying to protect themselves, and what will eventually happen is everybody is going to be a loser as they are right now. Some have time limits, especially if the main intention is to better his or her life, e.g., settlement. Okay, women. So this is actually a live. This is live. Oh, this is hot news right now. You go on Twitter. I want some smoke. If you disagree with me, leave it in the comment. Let me know. I want some smoke. Let's talk more about this because I feel like on both sides, everyone is going to be wrong for the most part on this conversation. Women are going to look at this and say, that's not fair. It's good that your mother, because some of you have sons, you're trying to protect your children. Effectively, you will hurt them children if they don't know how to do love in the 21st century. Okay? All that gra, you can't, like, you need to think, you need critical thinking, you need emotional intelligence. Anything outside of that is not going to work because there are vested interests looking to destroy you and all your assets, even if you hide it with your mother. Mommy's boy is not, when it comes to the context of marriage, it's not a compliment. Okay, it means you're weak. That's what it means. Okay, it means you're a weak person, not just a man, a weak person. Okay, can someone please catch me up? I did. Hopefully I did. What about people who don't have mothers? Please grow up, man. Thank you, Brother Patrick. There's more to this conversation. That's what we want to have. All the Mr. Blacks of this world, they are the one mentoring our young men. They're telling them off wrongly, and we need to have conversation. Mom of 3Ls official says, hello, Ola. What I can deduce is that there was never communication in this marriage, because if there was, how come she wasn't aware of this? They never did things together. Well, communication takes leadership. Proper communication, we need leaders to facilitate good communication. I would probably put the blame of lack of communication back on the leader. But, it depends on the context. Some people just don't listen, right? Coconut head, they won't listen. You're absolutely very close to being correct there. But we're talking about men and leadership in this time and age. We're talking about emotional intelligence, self-awareness, critical thinking. Surface thinking will tell you, hey, hide your money with your mother. That is a very stupid thing to do. You're missing out. You're losing out. You don't have access to your money on your name as quick as you need to make certain moves because you're busy being defensive. Being defensive, you effectively become a loser. Man or woman, if all you're learning is red flags, you end up being a loser in this life, okay? Isn't that the Moroccan soccer player? Yes. That's him, ACHRAF Hakimi. I'm going to end it there for now because I have to run. Ladies and gentlemen, help me like, share, and subscribe. I will do some pop-up like this sometimes, by the way. Hopefully, you've been enlightened, educated. Bring me some smoke, please, in the comments. I want to hear some stuff, some other angle to this because I don't know everything. I'm just speaking from my own limited knowledge as well. Hopefully, you've been enlightened, educated. I'll see you on the next one, and peace.